Welcome everyone to day 2. Today is becoming willing. Today's practice is crucial to living with a miracle mindset or mindful mindset. The slightest willingness to see your life with love will be the catalyst for your greatest change. When you become willing to change, you surrender to a greater perception, a loving perception. That full surrender reactivates the communication to your ing. Remember what we said yesterday. Just change it to let it resonate to you. The loving voice of your ing will become more and more present the more often you surrender to it. Today's work is about letting go and surrendering to the deep desire within. When you let go, you surrender will crack open your connection to your inner guide, and the loving voice that comes forth will lead the way to new perceptions and become an everlasting companion throughout your miraculous transformation. Remember, if you're starting this at the end of the day, give yourself an hour or two or a couple of minutes to do the morning and the evening reflection. Morning reflection for day 2. To kick off day 2, let's move into the following morning reflection. Immediately after reading the passage, sit for 1 minute of silence. Close your eyes and breathe deeply in through your nose, out through your mouth. Remember, nitric oxide is higher and is needed for cellular transformation. So to increase your nitric oxide, remember to breathe through the nose, out through the mouth, or try your best to breathe through the nose and blow out the candles, the exhale through your mouth. In through the nose, out through the nose, or out through the mouth, but blow the candles. Let the words settle in and create subtle shifts. Here we go. Are we ready? Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Just close your eyes, settle in. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Try to increase your nitric oxide. You can soften the gaze, and I will read it for you, or you can read it for yourself. Today I am willing to see things differently. Today I am willing to change my mind. I know a simple shift in perception will create a miraculous shift. I know change is what I need. I surrender. I am willing. I am ready to see love. Inner guide. My ing. My capital S self. Show me what you got. Show me the way. Your affirmation for today. I am willing to see this differently. I am willing to see love. Whatever happened today that occurred with fear or judgment, see if you can change the narrative, to change the story, and see it with love. How did this fear benefit you? Did it teach you a new lesson? Let this affirmation guide you out of fear every moment you feel stuck. Use it to open your heart and surrender to love. It's time again to set your midday alarm with your miracle moment. Today's miracle moment is a reminder to be willing. So you can take this opportunity to be willing all day today, or see how you are willing all day, throughout the day, or when you first next wake up, how you're willing to be willing. Recite the affirmation always. I am willing to see this differently. I am willing to see love. And then later on, this is your evening exercise. So remember, give yourself some time to digest this first, this part, and then move on to this. I am willing to see love instead of this. Today's evening exercise is a very powerful tool. Heads up, you may resist the practice at first. What I'm about to ask you is to do a little mind blowing. But that rocks, because blowing fear out of your mind is exactly what you need. You ready? Let's get started. Take a moment to reflect on your day. If you haven't started your day, remember you can do this later. And make a list of all the fears that come up for you today. Next to each fear, write this affirmation from A Course in Miracles. I am willing to see love instead of this. For instance, if your fear was, I'm afraid to speak up in the office meeting for fear of having my ideas rejected, simply write, I am willing to see love instead of this. Make your list of fears and then affirm that you're willing to see love instead. Today's practice of willingness is slight but powerful. Before bed, let's go deeper with your willingness. We'll activate your practice of surrender in a major way. You can allow her to guide you. Remember, this is the website right here. Or you can just do it right now. You ready? Take a deep breath in through the nose. Go find your meditation space first. Sorry, I forgot that spot. So go find your meditation place. Remember, it could be your bed, the edge of the bed, the floor, your seat. Hopefully you're not listening or watching this while you're driving. Find a safe space. Safe container. Alrighty. You can read this with me. Or I can do it for you. Are you ready? Take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Or in through the nose. Out through the nose. And if you breathe out through the mouth, remember it's blowing out the candles, just to increase the nitric oxide. We're trying to get the breath to go as deep as we can so we can receive the messages as deep as we can. Okay, here we go. Every time you take a deep breath in, I choose to release my fear. As you exhale, listen and say, I surrender. Take another deep breath in. I choose to release my fear. You exhale, I surrender. Breathe in. I choose to release my fear. Exhale, I surrender. And you just keep breathing in and out. Every time you inhale, you say to yourself, I choose to release my fear. And every time you breathe out, I surrender. Now, if any of these words are triggering, you can breathe in instead and say, hello fear, I see you. And breathe out to say, I am willing to hear from you. You can breathe in and say, fear, I am here to listen to what you have to say. And then breathe out and say, I'm just willing to listen and see. I'm open to learn. Just be willing to witness. You don't need to change it. Just allow the fear to be validated. Validate your fear. Remember, in yoga therapy, in IFS, I was taught that fear is a protector. It's trying to protect you from a wrong, a terror, a mistake, something that happened to repeat itself. Listen to what the fear has to say. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to stop it. Just listen to it, what it has to say. And then release any binds it's trying to leave upon you. With every exhale, let the fear know, thank you for coming, but go back to the passenger seat, not the driver's seat.